first, I'd like to go with a captain's question. It's something a little odd and abstract, but what is your guys' favorite action in X-wing?
Okay, it's an interesting question. I can go first. Maybe I'm gonna steal J-Bot's answer. I don't know. I tend to do that. But I actually like the target lock action. I like that action because it's one of the few actions that's has a permanence to it. It's so target lock sticks around even if you don't use it, which is nice because you can do things like if you know you're not going to have a shot on somebody that turn and they're not going to be shooting at you, then picking up a target lock is nice. Put that in your pocket gives you a lot more power later on. But it's not like a easy to use ability either because it only works against one target and it's only good on the offense as opposed to focus, which is equally good on the defense.
You know what I found with playing the Heroes of the Terry cluster lately is whenever I target lock somebody, some other sucker in the team like kills that particular guy that I target lock that turn, and it always misses
Yeah,
me. But yeah, all
it's a
right.
good
So
it's a good strategic ability, target lock, I think.
here's a flip question: do you have an action that you do not use as often as the others, or perhaps you don't like as much as the others?
Um, it really depends on the ship, but sometimes I don't take evade tokens on the evade action on like a TIE fighter or any like agility 3 or greater ship. I think
You go with focus
yeah,
instead
I
of
go with
yeah.
focus because I think that your chances to get to roll an eyeball are pretty good with those 3 dice. I think I did some back of the napkin math a long time ago and figured out that it was you had a good chance to get either 2 or 1 eyeballs on that. It also depends on how many like people are shooting you, etc. But evades are something I don't take a whole lot of.
Cool, cool. Okay. Um, well, what about R3? What do you have to say?
Hmm, that's
Oh,
that's pretty interesting.
of course he would take mine.
Yeah.
Um, well, I was going to say focus. I was going to say focus, but
Yeah, it was pretty insightful actually.
yeah,
I like the explanation of why he liked that ability.
yeah. Well, since somebody took mine, I guess my favorite one is going to be boost. I like boost. I guess it's pretty rare, but for some reason it feels like ooh, I couldn't get exactly where I wanted to be, so I'll I'll get that one extra move. It kind of, at least for me, it would let me kind of second guess myself a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to go 2 or 3. This gives me the boost gives me a little bit more kind of. It feels like it's got more maneuverability. Um,
Yeah, and it changes your arc,
yeah,
rather significantly.
yeah, absolutely. The one that I'm not, uh, I shouldn't say a super fan of. I just not very good at using it is barrel roll. I know it sounds crazy to have those two next to each other, but I'm just since I play Rebels a lot, I don't get a ton of ships that have barrel roll just kind of natively, or at least didn't in the past, and so I never really got used to using them. And I guess the reason I don't use it that much is because of that. I always feel like I end up too close to an asteroid or too close to another ship, and then just never able to actually plan it out with a barrel roll in mind ahead of time. It tends to
Do you
come
know,
as just
do you
an
know how many times
accident.
I've flown an A-wing and I've done a barrel roll with it? Like, just forget that it can't barrel roll, but
Oh,
I just expect it to.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
just
I'll
do
do
it
a barrel roll.
anyway.
Like, oh,
absolutely. It seems like the one ship on the Republic's or Rebel side that should have a every possible movement to me. It's like should have a boost and a barrel roll and every
right,
kind
right.
of K turn and all these
Especially
other
flip
different turns it
backwards,
has.
etc.
Yeah, it's like that's the one ship that should, but it's like it gives up the kind of super agility that a stealth has that the Phantoms have, and it feels like it doesn't have too much to compensate for that. Although it's not as expensive, I guess.
Hmm. Now, I'd say that my favorite action is probably barrel roll. I started on TIE fighters, and I like barrel roll for all different pilot skill levels. Like I would play with a mix of like Academy pilots and Obsidian pilots and the higher level pilots, and you can do a lot with the barrel roll. Whether it's using the academies to get out there and block real fast, and then get the Obsidian to kind of go behind the other scrubs after they move, and kind of barrel roll out of range, or the higher ones to kind of barrel roll to a
Yeah,
better position. A barrel roll is one of those things that I quickly like. I understood. I grokked it. I just kind of was like, ooh, I like
I'm
this.
always
Do this.
intimidated by them. I think is maybe my problem. Like, and I see like people that play Imperials really well. They tend to get me pretty easily with the barrel rolls because for whatever reason I never take it into account when I'm guessing the move. You know, thinking in my head what my opponent's going to do. It's like, oh crap, that's right. He has that stupid barrel roll. That because I don't use it enough. I never seem to think of it when I'm playing somebody.
And we played a game tonight. We did the Imperial Veterans mission tonight, but we did it with quite a few more asteroids and obstacles. And I kept wanting my TIE Defender to barrel roll to align to sling those bombs at the beacons, and I kept hitting debris fields and getting stressed. I couldn't get that barrel. I was like, "Grr, this is killing me." But yeah, and I will say my least favorite. It's gonna surprise people, I think, but cloaking.
What?
Yeah, I just not a fan of cloaking. I just don't approve.
This is a shock.
Yeah, this is groundbreaking news we're making here.
I know. All right.